treats along the way that are pulling us towards our best, most fulfilled version. I didn't think this would make me so emotional. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about desire and where do they come from, what do they mean. I'm gonna go into what the difference is between desire and want, and how wanting can leave us feeling lacking. So if you are new to the channel, my name is Aisha. I am a certified trauma-informed coach and manifestation guide. If any of the topics of manifestation, law of assumption, conscious creation, confidence, success, goal setting, self-concept, self-love interest you, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification in the corner to be notified when I upload. Without further ado, let's get into it. So, desire, let's talk about it. When it comes to desire, I think a lot of us conflate desire and wanting. And I really want to specify the difference between desire and wanting and kind of like bust the myth that they're the same. So in my opinion, as a believer of a higher power, I believe that desires are seeds from above. They are seeds from Allah in my belief system. You can call it God, source energy, spirit, whatever name you want to assign to it, any higher power. Those desires are seeds from that higher power. So imagine your higher power approaches you and you have your palms open, ready to receive, and you are receiving these seeds. So in your hand are seeds of desire. And the reason I call them seeds is because we can have a desire, but if we don't nurture that desire, if we don't take actions to protect that desire, to grow that desire, the desire remains a seed. It remains just a feeling of wanting. And that is where I differentiate wanting and desiring. Is if we are sitting in wanting, we are sitting in a state of lack. If you want something, you're acknowledging, I don't have it. Whereas if you desire something, you are being pulled towards it. You are being drawn into that experience. And you are going to take action that is in alignment with that desire. Whereas wanting keeps you in this stuck loop of, I want this, but I don't have it. I want this, but it's not here yet. I want this, but I can't have it because XYZ. I want this, but I don't know if I'm worthy of it. I want this, but it's not here, and I don't know when it's gonna be here, and why isn't it here yet? Whereas I think if we lean in to that feeling of desire, if we say, that would be kind of nice. Like, imagine you want a house. There are so many ways to manifest a house. You could inherit it from someone in your family, whether they passed away or they just didn't want it anymore. You could win the lottery and purchase a house. You could work really hard for 10 years and save up every last penny and manage to scrape by and buy a house. You could literally be gifted a house. You could win a house in a contest. That's actually happened before. You can build a house. You can purchase land and a house separately and place the house on the land. Like, there are literally so many ways to manifest a house. And I find that when we desire to have something such as a house, we lean into that feeling of like, oh, it would be so nice. It would feel so good, and this would be so lovely, and wouldn't it be nice to have that, and wouldn't it be wonderful to have like a garden, and wouldn't it be nice to be able to grow my own food that I know is organic and I can enjoy the process of nurturing something into life and nourishing my body with it. Wouldn't it be so nice to have protection for my vehicle because I've invested so much money into keeping it nice? And so wouldn't it be nice to have a garage? Wouldn't it be lovely to have a studio where I don't have to worry about noise interfering with my work while I'm recording? Wouldn't it be nice to have a guest bedroom for people to stay the night? Wouldn't it be nice to have a big living room and connected kitchen for entertaining so that I can prepare meals for my guests when they come over? Like, when we lean into desire, it feels abundant and it feels grateful and lovely and exciting and enticing. Whereas if we sit and want, it's like, I really want a house and I don't have one and I don't know how to get one, and it's probably going to be really hard and it's going to take a lot of work, and the only house I can afford is like a really crappy house, and all that, you know what I'm saying? Like, the energy is just different. It's just different. So back to the seed analogy. You are you're opening your palms and speaking to the universe, or speaking to your higher self, or speaking to the great I am, or speaking to Allah, or speaking to God, or whomever. And you are saying, bless me with desire. Bless me with something beautiful that will make my life better. Bless me with the greatest possible experience that I could have on this earth. And in your hand will be placed seeds of desire. And if you take those seeds and you say, wow, thank you. Thank you for these seeds. Thank you for this spark. Thank you for this intuition. Thank you for this internal guidance. That's what a desire is. And that's what the opposite of a desire is as well. When we experience something that is undesirable, it says, we don't want to go that way. We're going to change direction. We're going to go towards this because this feels better. And manifesting is all about choosing an experience that feels better. So with those seeds of desire, we're going to nurture them. What do you do with the seed when you want to plant a tree that bears fruit, for example? You're going to take that seed and you're going to sprout it. And the sprouting process, there's so many different ways to do it. So again, it's not about the how, it's about knowing that it is going to be a process to take that seed that is a desire and manifest it into the full vision of what you are craving, what you are feeling drawn to. So with your desire, with your seedling, you sprout it. And then once it's sprouted, you can bury it in the soil. And once it is in that soil, you don't just sit there and do nothing. You water it. You make sure it has enough sunlight. You make sure that when the soil runs out of nutrients, you replenish those nutrients. And if it is growing, let's say it's a tree and it's growing too much this way, you're going to put up a post and wrap it around so that it grows up straight. You're going to strengthen your desire while you're nurturing it. You're going to make course corrections along the way when you recognize something is no longer in alignment. This could mean, changing the environment of the desire. This could mean changing how you view the desire. How you fuel or feed the desire. There are so many things that it takes to take a seed and turn it into a full-blown tree that reaps fruit. And I'm not saying this because of the timing of things. I'm saying this because even in short time, manifesting our desires is still a process. It still requires us to nurture those desires. It still requires us to feed those desires, to be mindful of those desires, and to be careful with them, especially when they are young. So when a desire is young, when a seed is just sprouting, that is one of the most fragile states it can be in, because if it dries out, it may never rehydrate enough to grow. If during the process of taking it from a sprouted seed and planting it, you break the roots, it won't be able to absorb the nutrients of the roots and continue growing. And even once it's established roots in the soil, if it is growing sideways, it may bend so far that it breaks, and then you have to start all over again. Manifesting is no different when it comes to assuming the new state of our desire in the wish fulfilled. So if we continue to think of our desire as seeds the whole way through, we will only ever have seeds. We will only ever have this wanting. We will only ever have this awareness that we're here and our desire is somewhere over here in this magical, elusive future that doesn't exist now and feels really far away and feels really difficult to reach. Whereas when we lean into wherever we are in the process of manifesting and accept it, accept that today you have a seed and tomorrow you will have a sproutling, and maybe in weeks or months or even years from now it might take you to establish that desire into like a little juvenile tree, and then may even take some time after that until it bears its first fruit and is the full manifestation of that desire. It's about trusting the process. It's about feeling good with where you're at, feeling gratitude for what you already have and the progress that you've already made. So this is probably the example I'm going to wear out on this channel because it is one of my biggest manifestations thus far, and that is losing 70 pounds. I've actually lost over 70 pounds, but when I set out to lose weight, that was my goal. That was the bare minimum where I knew if I could achieve this, I can get anywhere I need to be in my health and fitness. And since surpassing that goal, I feel amazing and I feel really empowered by it. And I have this greater confidence in my ability to manifest because I've already grown my desire, my seed, into a sapling. Like it's a tree. It's starting to bear its first fruits, right? In fact, technically I've already grown the first tree, and now that tree has given me new seeds of desire that I can create another tree. I can grow another tree from my original manifestation. And what I mean by that is in losing those 70 pounds, in changing my relationship with my physical body, in altering my thoughts surrounding the desire to be at a healthier weight, in my opinion, a healthier weight, to live in a body that feels more desirable and comfortable and healthier to live in, I built up my confidence that I could get there, and it became easier as I went along to just know that my tree will bear fruit, to know that the process of watering the seeds of that desire and being mindful of it and course correcting and following and trusting my intuition and looking in the 3D circumstances for the signs when I need to change my behaviors and realign, right? If you're growing a tree and the leaves are drooping, or they're dry and crunchy and falling off, or they're yellowing, or you find holes in them because a bug has eaten them, you have to treat those dilemmas. You have to treat those issues if you want your tree to eventually flourish. So while I was going through that process of losing weight, I was letting go of old ideas that no longer served me. I was letting go of old methods of living, old habits, old thought patterns, old states of mind that belonged to the old circumstances, that created the old circumstances. And I would not have been able to do that if I sat in lack. If I sat saying, it's not here yet, I'm never gonna lose the weight, oh, this is taking so long, like, how many years is it gonna take me? I can't believe I'm still like higher than my goal. I didn't lose this amount of weight in this amount of time. And if every time I looked in the mirror, I was like, oh, wow, like I don't look good, like, oh, I still look terrible, like I still feel icky in my clothing, oh, I don't like what I see in the mirror. If I stayed there, I never would have kept going. I never would have been able to persist. There were times where like I gained a little bit of weight, like 5-10 pounds here, and then I would lose it right away. But if I saw that setback as the end all be all, if I gave all of my attention to those circumstances, I wouldn't be here today 70 plus pounds down. I wouldn't be here today knowing that I've moved the goalpost. I hit my 70-pound weight loss goal. Now I have a muscle building goal. I have a stamina goal. I have other physical appearance changes as a goal, because I have already accomplished my first one that I set out. And this is how we become more expansive. When we set a goal and we achieve it, we start to think, what else could I do? What else could I manifest? We open up our worlds because we've grown so far away from that lacking, wanting, I don't have it, victim of my circumstances mentality. And that is truly the key, is trusting that your desires have been planted in you. Those seeds have been planted impressed in your soul, because your higher power, like my higher power, I'm getting emotional, I'm so sorry. I didn't think this would make me so emotional. My higher power loves me. My God loves me. My Creator loves me. And so He gave me seeds that He promised will one day bear fruit. And He's trusted me to nurture those seeds. He has trusted me to fulfill those desires. He has trusted me to become everything I must become to fulfill those manifestations, to fulfill those desires, to take those seeds and turn them into something that can bear fruit for me for generations, that will continue to grow and flourish and take me to the next level. Allah wants you to win. Like, God wants you to win. Your higher power wants you to have everything that you desire. You would not have had those feelings, those inclinations in your heart. You would not have been impressed with those desires if you were not meant to have them. And this goes for fitness goals, this goes for finance goals, this goes for family and friendship goals. It doesn't matter. Stop questioning the desire. If those seeds have been planted for you, if you have been blessed with those desires, cherish them. Protect them, nurture them, and follow them. And I promise you, you will have everything that you could imagine and more from this life. We are here to become the best version of ourselves. And desires are the little breadcrumbs on the trail, like in Hansel and Gretel. They're little treats along the way that are pulling us towards our best, most fulfilled version. We, as souls, chose to incarnate here so we could experience all of the fruits that this 3D world can produce. Fruits like confidence and self-love and feelings of pride and accomplishment. Feelings of being able to be of service to other people and help other people along the way. Feelings of fulfillment when we are able to achieve our desires, and feelings of gratitude, because we wouldn't have any of this if it weren't for this great expansive universe. This is clearly a topic that is like so near and dear to my heart, because I'm like so emotional right now, and I know that it's because somebody needs this message delivered this way. So oh my goodness, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for keeping your heart and mind open to receiving these messages. Thank you for taking some time out of your day. It means so much to me that you are trusting me to deliver this wisdom, and that my higher power trusts me to deliver this wisdom and to help others, because I genuinely want everyone in this world to be happy. I genuinely want everyone to fulfill the desires that Allah has planted in them. I genuinely want everyone to win and have a peaceful, joyful, grateful life. So if you enjoyed this video, please, please, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions whatsoever, leave them in the comments. I do my best to answer every single comment, and so far I'm on a hot streak. I have answered every single comment that has been positive, and I'm really thankful for everything that this channel is giving me, both intrinsically and extrinsically, and this is all because of you. So much love. I'm giving you all the gratitude in the world right now, and I believe in you. I know that you can have your desires. Keep going. You got this. Bye.